Men over 50, I want you to pause for a moment and really imagine this with me. What if I told you there is one single spot on your body, often ignored, almost forgotten, that when touched and treated the right way could unlock a rush of fresh blood to your most intimate areas? A spot that could reawaken sensitivity you thought was fading and help you rise in the mornings with the kind of confidence and firmness you felt 20 years ago. Now, let me be clear. This spot is not on the shaft itself. It is not a muscle you've been working hard at in the gym, and truthfully, most men don't even think about it once in their lives. Yet, in my 10 years of clinical work with older men, I've seen this simple routine, using nothing more than a common natural oil, restore performance and confidence in ways that often leave my patients surprised, sometimes even emotional. So today, I am going to share with you exactly what that spot is, why it is so powerful, and how you can begin treating it tonight. And best of all, you won't need pills, risky treatments, or complicated gadgets. Just your hands, a little patience, and the natural healing properties of castor oil. By the end of this conversation, you will understand why castor oil is not just another home remedy, but a powerful ally in restoring circulation, improving nerve sensitivity, and balancing your hormones. You'll know precisely where to apply it, how often to use it, and what real changes you can expect to see in the coming weeks. So, I encourage you, stay with me through every detail, because here, the details matter. Before I reveal the exact spot and show you the method for applying the castor oil, we first need to step back and look at what is really happening inside your body after the age of 50. An erection, contrary to what many men believe, is not just a sudden physical reaction or a fleeting moment of arousal. No, it is one of the most complex physiological events your body is capable of producing. It is the result of a finely tuned orchestra. Your brain must send the right signals, your hormones must be at the right levels, your blood vessels must open in perfect timing, your nerves must fire with precision, and your pelvic muscles must respond in harmony. If even one of these players slows down, misfires, or becomes less efficient with age, the entire performance suffers. And what you experience on the outside, a softer, slower, or less reliable erection, is often just the visible symptom of much deeper internal changes. With time, the blood vessels that feed your erectile tissue begin to stiffen. The smooth inner lining loses some of its youthful flexibility. That means those vessels can't expand wide enough to deliver the surge of blood you need for firmness, and even when the blood does arrive, it can be harder to keep it trapped inside the erectile chambers. At the same time, your testosterone, the hormone that fuels not only desire, but also tissue repair and vascular health, slowly begins to decline year by year. This isn't just about sex. Low testosterone affects your mood, your confidence, your energy, and yes, the very strength of your erections. Another hidden change happens inside your nerve endings. The tiny sensory fibers that once fired eagerly at the lightest touch may begin to dull. Signals take longer to travel from your penis to your brain, and the sensations that once lit you up may now feel muted or delayed. And let's not forget the pelvic floor muscles, the deep hammock-like muscles that act like a locking system, holding blood inside the penis once it's there. With age, these muscles lose tone, and when they weaken, erections are more likely to fade before you're ready. Now here's the good news. Many men think these changes are permanent, that aging is a slow, irreversible slide. But in my years of practice, I've seen over and over again that the body has an incredible ability to recover. Yes, even after 50, 60, or 70, if you give it the right kind of care, stimulation, and environment. When you target the right structures, the blood vessels, the nerves, the muscles, you can literally reawaken vitality in a way that feels like turning back the clock. And this is where castor oil becomes such a surprising and powerful ally. It is not magic, it is not instant, but when applied to the right place in the right way, it can support better blood flow, reawaken dormant nerve endings, and recondition the pelvic floor, all of which come together to restore stronger, more dependable erections. In just a moment, I'll show you exactly how to do it. Castor oil is not just another ordinary oil you might find tucked away in your bathroom cabinet or sitting on a kitchen shelf. No, gentlemen, this one is different. Its power lies in its very unique composition. The secret weapon inside castor oil is a natural compound called ricinoleic acid, a fatty acid that carries remarkable healing and restorative properties. This compound acts like a triple threat. First, it works as a natural anti-inflammatory, calming irritation deep within tissues. Think about all the little strains, the tension, the micro damage that builds up in your pelvic region over decades of use and sometimes neglect. Ricinoleic acid soothes those hidden irritations, helping tissues relax and repair. Second, it supports blood circulation. One of the biggest challenges for men over 50 is that blood vessels simply don't relax the way they used to. Castor oil has the ability to encourage vasodilation, meaning it helps those vessels open more fully. When they do, oxygen-rich blood can surge more easily into the areas that matter most, nourishing tissues that have long been starved. Third, castor oil stimulates the lymphatic system, your body's internal cleaning crew. Imagine this system as a network of pipes designed to carry away waste products, toxins, and cellular debris. With age, this system often slows down, leading to stagnation. Castor oil gives it a gentle push, helping to flush out what doesn't belong, leaving tissues fresher, cleaner, and more responsive. This is why for hundreds of years, castor oil packs have been treasured in traditional medicine across cultures. People applied them to sore joints, to sluggish digestive organs, to injured skin, and with remarkable results. It was never just about surface-level moisture. It was about the oil's deep penetrating power, reaching down into tissues where other remedies could never go. And when we shift our focus to male sexual health, this deep penetration is exactly what makes castor oil so powerful. It doesn't just sit on top of the skin like many creams and lotions do. It moves through the layers, reaching those areas dense with blood vessels and nerve endings. When applied over the key zones that influence erection quality, castor oil can help tense pelvic muscles finally release and soften, encourage arteries and veins to expand, delivering a healthier, steadier blood flow, nourish and stimulate delicate nerve pathways that may have fallen dormant with age. In other words, it's like gently reawakening a pathway that has been quiet for far too long. Many men I've worked with describe the first few experiences of using castor oil with strikingly similar words. They call it a gentle awakening, a quiet switch being turned back on. Some notice a warm, pleasant fullness spreading across their pelvic region. Others describe a light tingling or a new sense of aliveness in tissues that had begun to feel flat or unresponsive. And let me emphasize, this is not about forcing the body with drugs or harsh treatments. This is about creating the right environment for your body to remember how to perform at its best. And when you combine castor oil's deep acting properties with the specific application spot I'm about to reveal, the results can be surprisingly powerful. Not artificial, not temporary, but a steady, natural return of function that feels like it belongs to you again. So where exactly should this oil be applied? Most men assume the answer is obvious, that the key must be on the shaft itself, the part they see and focus on. But here's the surprising truth. The real magic lies elsewhere. The secret spot is the perineum. This is that soft, slightly muscular stretch of skin and tissue located between the scrotum and the anus. It may not look like much at first glance, but I assure you, it is one of the most strategic and important regions of the male body. Why is this small, overlooked area so important? Let me explain. Just beneath the skin of the perineum lies the bulbospongiosus muscle. This muscle plays a vital role in sexual function. It acts almost like a natural clamp, helping to trap blood inside the penis once it flows in. Without it working properly, erections may come, but they don't stay firm for long. Running through this region are also delicate branches of the pudendal nerve. These nerves are essentially the communication cables that carry signals of arousal, sensitivity, and pleasure between the penis and the brain. If these pathways become weak, dulled, or sluggish, the signals don't fire the way they once did. Castor oil helps to gently nourish and reawaken them, and alongside the nerves are arteries, blood vessels that deliver fresh, oxygen-rich blood directly to the erectile tissues. These arteries must remain open and responsive if you want strong, reliable firmness. So you see, the perineum isn't just a patch of skin, it's a control hub for male sexual performance. Muscles, nerves, and blood vessels all converge here. It is a power junction. And when you apply castor oil to this area, you are not just moisturizing the surface. You are feeding and supporting the very foundation of your erections. Here's what happens when you do it correctly. The muscles release their long-held tension, allowing better blood trapping. The blood vessels expand and deliver a stronger, richer flow into the penis. The nerve pathways become more responsive, sharpening sensitivity and arousal. This combination creates an environment where erections can feel stronger, more dependable, and more youthful again. In fact, I've seen men in their 60s and 70s who had nearly given up on intimacy experience noticeable improvements after just weeks of this practice. Some regained their morning firmness, others found they could last longer with a partner, and many described a new confidence they hadn't felt in years. By targeting this one overlooked spot, you're not just treating symptoms, you're addressing the root systems that make erections possible in the first place. Now that you know the exact spot, the perineum, let's walk through the proper method for applying castor oil so you get the maximum benefit. Remember, this isn't about rushing, it's about patience, consistency, and giving your body what it needs. Step 1. Preparation. Begin by making sure the perineal area is clean and completely dry. This step is important. If there's sweat, soap residue, or moisture left behind, it can block absorption and irritate the skin. A quick rinse with warm water followed by a soft towel dry is usually enough. Step 2. Choosing the oil. Take a teaspoon of pure, cold-pressed castor oil. Please don't cut corners here. I cannot stress enough how important it is to choose a high-quality, unrefined oil. This is what keeps the ricinoleic acid and other natural compounds intact. If you buy cheap, heavily processed oil, you lose most of the very benefits we are aiming for. Step 3. Warming the oil. Castor oil is thick and dense by nature. To help it absorb, gently warm it before application. You can do this by rubbing it slowly between your palms and fingers, or by placing the spoon in a small bowl of warm water for a few minutes. You're not looking for high heat, just enough so it feels pleasantly warm to the touch. Warm oil penetrates tissues more effectively. Step 4. Positioning yourself. Find a comfortable position where you can easily reach the perineum without straining. Many men prefer lying down on their back with knees bent, while others prefer sitting slightly reclined. What matters most is that your body feels relaxed and supported. Step 5. Applying the oil. With your warmed castor oil ready, place your fingertips at the perineum and begin to massage using slow, firm, but gentle movements. Your goal here is not to press hard or cause pain, but to reach deeply enough that you can feel the underlying muscle beneath the skin. Think of it as coaxing the tissue to open up, soften, and receive nourishment. You might use small circles, gentle strokes, or a steady pressure with your fingertips. Cover the entire area between the scrotum and anus. Step 6. Timing. Spend at least 2 to 3 minutes massaging the oil into this area. Longer is even better if you can spare the time. Remember, this is not about speed. It's about giving your body enough time to respond. Step 7. Breathing and relaxation. While massaging, pay attention to your breathing. Inhale slowly through the nose, then exhale deeply through the mouth. This simple rhythm helps release tension not only in your pelvic floor, but also in your nervous system. Many men find that combining massage with calm breathing amplifies the benefits. Step 8. The warm compress boost. For an added boost, once your massage is complete, place a warm compress, such as a folded towel dipped in warm water, over the perineal area for about 10-15 minutes. The combination of heat and oil drives the nutrients deeper into tissues, enhances circulation, and provides an even greater sense of relaxation. You may notice a gentle warmth spreading through your pelvis. That is a sign of increased blood flow. Step 9. Timing of practice. I recommend doing this routine in the evening before bed. Why? Because your body is already beginning to unwind, and leaving the oil to absorb overnight allows the tissues to continue reaping the benefits without interruption. Plus, this transforms the practice into a calming, restorative ritual you look forward to at the end of each day. Now, gentlemen, let's talk about what you might actually feel when you start this routine. Because I know the question in your mind is, How long before I notice a difference? Short-term results, within days. Some men report noticing changes in as little as 3 to 5 days. It may begin as a subtle warmth in the pelvic region, a light tingling, or a gentle sense of more aliveness in tissues that had grown quiet. Think of it as the body waking up after a long nap. These are early signs that circulation is improving and nerves are responding. Medium-term results within 2 to 4 weeks. With consistent nightly practice, the improvements become more noticeable. Around this time, many men begin experiencing firmer morning erections, greater sensitivity, and improved ability to maintain hardness during intimacy. It's not an overnight transformation, but rather a steady strengthening, like muscles getting stronger with regular exercise. Longer-term results, 4 to 8 weeks and beyond. This is where the deeper benefits begin to show. Erections often feel more dependable, recovery times between intimacy shorten, and overall pelvic strength improves. For some men, urinary control also gets better. They find themselves making fewer nighttime trips to the bathroom because the nerves and muscles supporting the bladder are working more efficiently. And let's not forget the extra surprises many men report. A greater sense of ease in the pelvic floor, as though hidden tension has finally released. Less stiffness in the lower back, since these muscles and nerves are interconnected. A more confident, energetic mood, fueled by the subtle hormonal rebalance that comes with improved circulation and nerve activity. Gentlemen, I want to remind you, this is not about chasing quick fixes. Pills can create a temporary effect, but they do nothing to retrain your body. What you're doing with this castor oil routine is restoring the natural mechanisms that age has tried to slow down. You're giving your body the gentle push it needs to remember what it is capable of. And here's the beautiful truth. Every man responds at his own pace, and that is perfectly normal. Some notice results quickly, others more slowly. What matters most is consistency. Like watering a plant or exercising a muscle, the benefits grow stronger the longer you stay committed. Now let's be clear about something important. Castor oil on its own is a powerful tool, yes. But the real magic happens when you combine it with simple daily habits that support circulation, hormones, and nerve health. Think of the oil as a spark. But for the fire of vitality to burn brightly, you need to provide the right fuel. 1. Hydration. Your erections, gentlemen, are a reflection of blood flow. And blood is mostly water. If you are chronically dehydrated, your circulation suffers. Your blood volume drops, making it harder to pump adequate flow into the pelvic region. I advise my patients to sip water throughout the day, not just when they're thirsty. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses spread across the day. Hydrated blood moves more freely, nourishes tissues more effectively, and helps your castor oil practice deliver even greater benefits. 2. Nutrition for nitric oxide and testosterone. Food is medicine, and the right foods can either make or break your sexual vitality. Leafy greens like spinach and kale, as well as beets, are natural boosters of nitric oxide, the very molecule that relaxes blood vessels and allows erections to form. Without nitric oxide, no pill in the world can give you firmness. Add these foods to your daily meals, and you'll be priming your arteries for better performance. Healthy fats are equally essential. Salmon, sardines, walnuts, flaxseed, and extra virgin olive oil provide the raw materials your body needs to build testosterone. Remember, testosterone is not just about desire. It also maintains your energy, your muscle tone, and even the health of your bones. 3. Pelvic floor training. Now, many men overlook this, but your pelvic floor muscles are as important as your biceps or abs. They are the hammock of support holding up your erections, trapping blood where it needs to stay. With age, these muscles weaken, and the result is softer erections and sometimes urinary leakage. But just like any muscle, they can be trained. Gentle daily Kegel exercises, done correctly, can recondition your pelvic floor. Even 5 minutes a day makes a real difference. When you combine this strength with the relaxation provided by castor oil massage, the results are profound. 4. Stress management. Gentlemen, never underestimate the enemy of stress. Chronic stress floods your body with cortisol, a hormone that tightens blood vessels and lowers testosterone. It strangles your vitality. That is why I insist my patients incorporate at least one calming ritual into their evenings. This could be a slow walk after dinner, 10 minutes of deep breathing, light stretching before bed, or simply sitting quietly with your thoughts away from screens. By calming your nervous system, you allow the benefits of castor oil, hydration, and nutrition to take hold more deeply. Together, these habits create the perfect environment for your body to flourish. Castor oil provides the spark, but hydration, diet, exercise, and calm are the oxygen that keeps that spark burning strong. Now, gentlemen, before you rush off to start this routine tonight, I need to speak to you as a doctor. Because while castor oil is natural and generally safe, there are always important safety considerations you must respect. 1. Choose the right oil. Do not grab just any bottle from a random shelf. You need pure, cold-pressed, unrefined castor oil. Why? Because refined or chemically processed oils may contain residues that irritate the skin or strip away the healing compounds. Cold-pressed oil preserves the ricinoleic acid and other nutrients that make this therapy so effective. 2. Protect your skin. Never apply castor oil to broken, inflamed, or irritated skin. If you have cuts, rashes, or sores in the perineal area, applying oil there can cause burning, slow healing, and in some cases infection. Wait until the skin has fully healed before beginning the practice. 3. Watch your body's response. Every man's body is different. Some may feel warmth and increased sensitivity quickly. Others may need weeks of consistency. If you ever experience sharp pain, swelling, or unusual changes, stop immediately and consult a physician. Remember, mild tingling, warmth, or fullness is normal, but discomfort is not. 4. Consider your medications. If you are on blood pressure medication, blood thinners, or drugs for heart disease, always let your doctor know before starting any new health regimen, even a natural one like this. Castor oil can improve circulation, which is good, but you need to ensure it doesn't interact with your existing care plan. 5. Stay proactive with medical checkups. This practice supports your vitality, but it does not replace professional medical care. Men over 50 should have regular prostate screenings, hormone checks, and cardiovascular evaluations. Prevention and early detection save lives. And here is the most important reminder of all. This is not just about erections. Yes, firmer, more reliable erections are a powerful result, but what you are really doing here is investing in the health of your circulation, your hormones, your nervous system, and your confidence as a man. Gentlemen, your body is not broken. It has not abandoned you. Even after 50, it retains the ability to respond, to heal, and to surprise you. All it asks is that you give it the right environment. Castor oil massage to the perineum paired with good hydration, nourishing foods, pelvic training, and calm. This is not a trick. This is medicine from within. So my advice to you is simple. Be consistent, be patient, and trust the process. Over time, your body will reward you with the kind of vitality you thought was gone forever. And one last request, if you found this conversation valuable, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a brother, a friend, or a partner. You never know how much of a difference this simple knowledge can make in someone else's life. This is Dr. Olivia Harper, wishing you strength, confidence, and intimacy that feels both natural and deeply satisfying at every stage of life. Until we meet again, listen to your body, take care of it, and never stop believing in its ability to renew. Released.